This friend, if you think about it, because this problem is just what you need. Leave me a message backstage. If the market has this kind of toilet seat, we can consider it. Old Leo has less and less hair. Quite a bit. I've managed to keep my hair pretty stuffed in our house. 5 years ago, my brother was already supporting the central government in the morning, and I was still. Very good, at least there is a little hair on the top of the head. Thanks for asking. And let's call Anne. This model is not available at present. Not at present. At present, the Thanksgiving version of the car is only available in the 2 mall. He said that the development direction of RV should be artificial intelligence. How to upgrade 24 top-mounted air conditioners to remote control. Didn't do it. Run roughshod and then one direction of artificial intelligence. I don't think it's just the RV. When you walk down, I always look up at you. You can't get comfortable in your position. You have to let me. The poses of our friends in the live studio are very cool. Right. Why don't you push the bed inside? Take the mat. You're not thinking red melon seeds. Isn't that the end? Right. Artificial intelligence, now. It's not just the tenants. I think there may be a development in the direction of AI anywhere, but the RV is still far from the direction of AI. Too many things are needed. We look forward to it together. I have already changed it, which is more convenient than original one. Even if I lack tools, I don't have much time. Otherwise, it should be more convenient according to the assumption, and it will be convenient after playing. This is very good for you to mix with Tianya. Let's leave a contact information later. Let me see how you change it. Well, let's learn it, too. In fact, after a lot of car friends bought a house, they changed the design of those small places by themselves. Very clever. It is worth our manufacturers to learn. We can also learn from you. It's not that all the cars of our manufacturer are good. In fact, many RV companies design things because engineers are not very close to the real use scenarios of users. So many of our designs really need to be changed by listening to the user's opinions in the user's experience. Send it to me later, and I'll have a look. Just now. How to say? 12 people care. Which 1 or 2 people later? Liberalization a layout, right? The car is not available tonight, and I will arrange it for you tomorrow morning. It's also in our previous videos. That car wasn't here tonight. The power of 2, let me tell you. It's not so cool. It's very exciting. That's enough. It's no problem to go anywhere. Your hardtop will be delivered in these 2 days, and now 3 hardtops will be delivered in these 2 days. I don't know which one you have. Okay. What I just said is that 1 to 2 people do the layout of the free gun. That car is really classic, with a large bed in the front, a pair of card seats, and an L-shaped kitchen in the back. There is also a loose luggage compartment, and an optional washing machine in the bathroom. This car is really a classic, and in terms of the proportion of sales of this car among all the models, it should be the highest. General Manage, have you had dinner? Have you had dinner? Give me a call. Give a little praise that doesn't cost money. May not be held. Let me tell you that I still want to give you some benefits in my live broadcast tonight. Now we have 24 free cannons. Our market price is 38.18 watts for any free version with a layout of 24. We have activities these 2 days. The first one is Hangzhou exhibition. Friends from East China can go to Hangzhou to see the exhibition. The second one is our 24 free guns. There is a discount of 3 Ws. There is a discount for 3Ws, and then, we still have. I have just told you about the old car friends exchanging points. As long as you are an old car, the number of kilometers you run, in the year of your purchase, your We Media account can be exchanged for different points. I gave you an account, we can get more than 10,000 points, more than 15,000 points, that is to say, we can do it. A separate discount of 15,000 yuan is no problem. Of course, the discount I told you is definitely not the bottom price. We don't talk about the bottom price in the live broadcast room. Anyway, there are a lot of discounts. There are a lot of discounts. Factory Open Day is an activity we will hold in the near future. By the way, I would like to share our news with you, because these 2 days. In fact, I broadcast less live and interact less with you. So I have received a lot of phone calls these 2 days. A lot of car friends said, Lao Leo, you see, the children are basically going to have a holiday, and the college entrance examination is over. Then the senior high school entrance examination will begin and end on the 21st and 22nd. They just want to take their children out for a walk, and come to our factory to see the RV and book a car. Right? Then I also want to see the production status of the factory, and how the car is produced. So I think in late June, we are going to have an open day at the factory. Let's go to our workshop to see how this car is produced. Experience our car, and then we will hold some activities to give you a set of preferential welfare packages. Then, if everyone is interested, we will also invite our old car friends to come over, and we will drive. In the mountains of Baoding, let's find a very interesting place, and have a party. Let's camp out. Let's take some bad roads and see how to go on this bad road, and lock the four-wheel drive performance differential of our Gun Series saloon car. Let's release the performance. Let's find some old guns and take these new friends to have a look. It is such an activity. The preliminary plan is late June. Let's do it. Friends in the live broadcast room, whether they are new car friends who want to buy a car or old car friends, if you like it, leave us a message in the background. Let's find one. When the time is right, let's get him. Welcome everyone so close, so beautiful weekend. To home to Baoding. Baoding is a good car, with delicious. Yeah, we can all go for a little while, okay? The young couple's here. The new biography of the veteran is good. Hello, everyone. This live broadcast room is very good. Brothers and friends. Young couple, are you in the Northeast now? You are the coolest place now, and you are a good car friend of our company today. Many riders gathered in Baoding and prepared to go to Inner Mongolia and Northeast China. Good evening, Baoding New Station. Layout. Look at the car model. Some will be quick, and some may need to wait. 24, a layout, right. Wait a moment. I'll check it for you. Let me check for you. 24, a layout, right. I'll check our scene for you. Let's go to the scene. Have a look. Not necessarily telling the truth. The workshop is quite tense. The workshop is very tense. Why? Because now, seriously, we are not only looking at the saloon car, but also a lot of other cars. 24 models of a layout, right? 24 models of a layout. Yes, there is. Now our company has a prototype car. The company has one, the off-site has two, and there are three. There are 3 prototypes in total. Then I don't know where you are from. You can leave me a message in the background. I'll see which city you are from. Nearby or in your city, let me see if there is a car. What I see so far is platform, because those days and days are really beautiful. First, the car is good, and second, you drive at a high level, really. My words are not to praise you for wandering around the world. In fact, if a car is easy to drive or not, it depends on both the car and the person. Explain your driving experience and skills, and the concept of using the car is good. Just now the flower fairy said, it is suggested that your manufacturer make the best price, so that everyone will not be tired. Flower fairies. I'd like to, but you don't understand human nature. There's a biologist in Europe called Le Pen, Gustave Le Pen, who wrote a book called The Mob. The book was. Many entrepreneurs in marketing circles at home and abroad regard it as the standard. First, the rabble. This book is about the conformity of mass consumers' psychology. In fact, we don't want to set the price too high for everyone, and then let a lot of people make you feel very proud. In fact, it is very bad. I want a price, too. But to be honest, I asked how much the car was, and General Manager Leo asked how much the car was. I said, can I get a discount of 381,800 yuan? I said, how much is the discount? I said, for what's discount? No one will believe it. Especially in China, you buy 5 cents a caddy of coriander, they have to give you back 20 cents. Our Chinese consumers may be like this. You are a straightforward person, but more consumers. If he doesn't give you 3 or 5 rounds, the price is definitely not in the end. This is what most of our Chinese consumers are like, and our audience is also trapped in it. Yeah, I want the same price. How nice, huh? You save your worry and I also save my worry. No way. It's hard. But let me give you a clarification here. You see, this is how we buy things in China, isn't it? Especially buying commodities, such as buying a house and a car. Go to bargain first. After bargaining, call the leaders of the city and the bosses of that industry. Then turn around and find someone, and then find me. Mr. Leo, a friend of mine, wanted to buy a car late, and asked how much the fastest layout discount was. Now that you have found me, can you give me a discount? I'm sure I have to give face. It is such an identified accident. Everywhere there are rivers and lakes, there are worldly wisdom. But let me give you a clarification here. Lao Leo, we can go to inquire about it. In the whole RV industry. Basically, it's kind of honest, really. If you want to buy a saloon car, our dealer or our regional manager will give you a quotation. Now I can say frankly that the whole car market is very expensive. Our managers made you an offer. Basically, it's the end. I may have a little bit, and many of our models will end up with our regional manager. I am the same as them. If you find me for individual models, I may be able to give you a little discount, but not much. As the flower fairy said, if you find me, I will definitely give you a price, and let's not talk about it anymore. I'm sure I'll give you a price. I'm such a person. Well, I'm not the same fireworks. Please trust me to view the RV. This car is the same as the price. It's basically the same. It's more honest. Don't worry, we won't hide it. Young couple, you are still in Jinan. When do you have time to come here? Jinan is very close to here. I made a street stall. Yeah, that's right. It doesn't quite fit with China. Consumption habits, we Chinese buy cars. The first one who buys things likes to bargain, and the second one likes to find people. This is what we do in China. Consumption habits. This is different. Look at this. It's not that we Chinese consumers don't keep our word. For thousands of years, we commodity trading from Confucius that would say embrace or not embrace private. Until now, there is such a thing in the tradition of our Chinese culture. I have a friend in Germany. He is also in the RV business. Once he went to the forest to walk his dog in the woods. There is a cabin in the woods in Germany. There is a wheat field outside the hut. Actually, it's not a small store, it's just a small stall. A small stall. A few melons were placed at the small stall, and the northern melons and winter melons were placed there. I'll tell you how much this melon is. How much is a melon? It's right there, and no one's watching. There might be something in the woods. RBQ. Okay. Cooking, picnics. So there was a merchant who put the melon here, but the merchant was not there. He left a payment method, and I don't even have a QR code in Germany. Yes, I left a payment message. No one is watching. How much is a melon? So honest to buy and sell. Let me give you this example, not that Germany is better than us. It means that each country has different consumption concepts from each other. Our country is like this. Anyway, I think it's good and lively, right? I buy a car and find someone, and the three of us become friends, which is also good. As long as neither the old nor the young are deceived. What did you just say? There's another one. How many kilowatt hours of electricity is the new layout? This question is for me to come out to you. Explain it. All of our car friends. Look. This is the 25 free Canon, also known as the new free Canon. I will tell you about the 25 cars and 24 cars in a unified way. Our 24 models of free guns are not called 24 models from the launch in 2021 to the launch in 2021. From the launch in 2021, We iterated to the youth model, then iterated to 24 models, and then iterated to the new automatic gun 225 models. The configuration is constantly upgraded. Let's talk about 24 models first. The water tank of the 24 model free gun is a 180-liter water tank. The first one. Second, our standard is 7 kilowatt hours, but now we basically give away 11.4 kilowatt hours. That's what I'm saying. Our 24 free guns, no matter which layout, are 2 tons 8 at a 48-volt system, 180 liters of water, 11.4 kilowatt hour. These are some of the core features of this car. Core configuration. 25 free cannons, old friends, 25 free cannons, whether it is a layout, C layout, or D layout. In the 25th model, it is also 11.4 kilowatt hours. A 48-volt system, 180 liters of water, a 150-liter refrigerator, and then the powertrain was replaced. The total power has been changed to 2.4 tons plus 9 at, and I'm talking about diesel car. Because basically speaking, there are more people who buy diesel. So my focus is on diesel. 2.4 tons plus 9 at is such a power assembly, so its power boost performance is pretty good. Remember the parentheses. Power of 2 tons and 8 at is enough. I need to answer 2 questions here. My cell phone. Answer 2 questions. I'm sitting here telling you. The first question is about motivation, and I need to tell you about it. This motivation is that many car friends, especially those who have never played with houses before, always tell me about General Manager Liu. After I bought this car, can I go to the Xizang with this car? This is in the RV industry in China for more than 20 years. I guess if you ask questions, all the writers will ask all the brands of saloon cars. If the person who asks the most questions, sort it. First, how much is the car? Second, can you give a discount? Right. Third, when can I pick up the car? Fourth, how much water and electricity is the car? Fifth, I think it's possible. Can this bus go to Xizang? Can this bus go to Xinjiang? I began to ask this question. This is a question with a high rate of questions. I will give you a unified reply here. Mean elevation of the Xizang. Between 3,500 meters and 4,000 meters. Let's not talk about the highest one. The Mount Kamalangma is 8,848 meters, right? The average altitude is about 4,000 meters. Lhasa is 3,770 meters above sea level. That is to say, after we drove to the Qinghai Xizang Plateau, power will be reduced. Okay. May I have your attention, please? This hardcore knowledge. The first. Third. Any car. When any car reaches its Xizang, its power will be reduced. Why? Because the air is thin. If the air intake is insufficient, the combustion efficiency will be reduced, so the power will be weakened. This is the first point. That is to say, it is normal for you to think that my car is not strong enough Xizang. This is the first one. The second one. As long as your car is not particularly bad, as long as your driving skills are not particularly bad, any car can reach Xizang. As small as Wuling Shenche, tractor, 3 girls and 3 jumpers, van, Changhe Suzuki, any pickup saloon car, Iveco saloon car, any transit saloon car can go, no problem. You can walk 21928 and you can go there. You can go there. It is nothing more than a weakening of power, which is the second point. The third point. You get to some particularly difficult roads in Xizang, and the altitude is very high, and the slope is very big. This is the time to test your driving skills. Because cars are the same as cars. For example, we have 24 free newspapers, 2 tons plus 8 at. In this case, for example, if you go uphill, we drive the car with automatic transmission. If you go up this slope, it's longer and bigger. You are slow to speed up. In other words, it is too late for you to speed up, and it is too late for you to fuel. You will find that the car is getting more and more boring, and unable to go up. Right? There are 2 reasons for this. The first environment is that you can't pull this environment, which is this environment. This shows that your driving experience is not well prepared. If you encounter that kind of high-altitude slope, you must remember to give oil first, especially for diesel vehicles. Diesel cars are not as fast as gasoline cars. This is the working principle of its engine. Decided. So for diesel cars, you remember when you climb the hill, or when you climb the hill continuously. Give him enough throttle and let him work at this speed to more than 2000 RPM. Let its turbocharged tube step in. In that case, don't let him stall. You're gonna be fine. Do you understand? This is the third point. The fourth point. In fact, automatic cars all have M gear mode. If you are in such extreme road conditions and you feel that your car is weak, I suggest you switch it directly to M gear. Because our car came to look at this position. Open it from this side. Your side. Take a look. Now, our car. It's all automatic. It's all automatic, right? Men and women, young and old, if you can drive. Under this foot is an accelerator and a brake, which is very simple. Here, you put it in gear and go. This is the usual situation. If you have a little thin air in the Shizang, right? You can switch it to M, and you look at this place and see it DM. When most of our drivers are driving, it only uses the automatic gear, and it does not use the M gear. Under special circumstances, you can directly switch it to M gear. Cut it to M gear, and you can lay it according to your own shaking degree. Right? You can switch it to second, third or first gear depending on your driving style, driving conditions and speed. Its torque output is relatively stable when the gear is unchanged. It won't lose torque or stall. It will not slide down the slope, will not suddenly reverse, and will not form a hidden danger of driving safety. I see. It's also about this gear. Look at my M gear, and there are shift paddles here. Right side is plus and left side is minus. You must practice the M mode well. This is what my friends in our live studio told us tonight. One thing, you must be clear. All right. And what you asked just now is water. On the issue of nuclear power, let me take you to talk about the issue of water. The problem of water is actually in my live broadcast, and in many of my videos. I told you about it. First, motorhome. Sojourn water, remember, there is a very important point here. In fact, people don't think much about it. Not really, but I'm going to tell you about it. Which point? Remember that we are in caravans. It is completely different from the water we use at home. You use water at home, and you use municipal water? The municipal water, is it? In a constant cycle. It is constantly flowing. Right? If your family doesn't use it all the time, others are also using it. Its water is always fresh. But the RV is different. The RV is an independent water system. So Lao Leo and I have told you in the course of countless live broadcasts. Not recommended. Convert this RV into a very large water tank. Because many users have this kind of anxiety in the process of living in an RV. Or do you have this obsessive compulsive disorder? Just like our mobile phone battery, when the battery drops below 50%, it needs to be recharged. Form a kind of obsessive compulsive disorder of anxiety. It's the same with the water for the RV. Many users are willing to. I want a huge water tank. Fill it up with water. 200-liter water tank. 250-liter tank. 300-liter tank. And then, he has to add water every time he uses half of the water, or he will feel uneasy. This is not right. Why not? Let's talk about these aspects. Listen up, everyone. You can record the screen of this thing for a while. The first. An RV is first and foremost a car. No matter how much load this car has. A 10-ton car, a 5-ton car, a 4.5-ton car, and a 3.5-ton car are all the same. Its load capacity is limited. For example, Mr. Leo has no problem. My car is 7 tons, and the maximum total mass is 7 tons. I can pull 2 tons of water, and you can pull 2 tons of water. But water is a fluid. It will shake. It will affect the whole suspension of the axle tires of your car. This kind of wear with persistent high load, there is no need. Braking will also increase your braking distance in case of an emergency at high speed. These are 2 points. The third point is that water sanitation is unsafe. I just told you. The municipal water is fresh. Right? Its main pipe is constantly flowing. Yeah, but the water in your RV isn't. On average throughout the year, the water tank of your RV, the average temperature is basically between 30 and 50 degrees, 30 and 30 degrees. The water temperature of 30 degrees is actually the right time to breed bacteria. There is a lot of water in your tank. Add it every time you can't use it up. Add it every time you can't use it up. You'll never get fresh water. Then someone said, Manager Leo, what you said is reasonable. But the water in my tank is mine. I don't cook. I don't make tea. Even if I wash clothes and vegetables, I can't do that. Not even that. As long as the water in your tank cannot be renewed in time, it is not sanitary. Right. It's per cubic centimeter. Or it will definitely increase the number of microorganisms per cubic meter. So what's my advice? In summer, the water in the water tank should be circulated every 2 days. In winter, the water in your water tank should be circulated every 3 to 5 days. If the time is too long, it must be unsafe. It must be unsanitary. And the larger the tank, the more water you bring. Potential safety hazards in driving. The worse. Let me give you a real example. Before 2015, when we were doing the Fengjun saloon car, we had a car friend. The surname in the Northeast is Zhao. At that time, the water and electricity configuration of our saloon car was very small, 50 liters of water tank, lead-acid batteries, 212 volt. That's it. So at that time, water and electricity were very bad. So what did Uncle Zhao do to solve the water problem? Look, everybody. He actually installed a soft water bag on the roof of his RV. Yes, I can. 200 kilograms of water. Get on the roof of the car. He said to me, look, Leo. I solved the water problem and brought the water on the roof. And the sun shines naturally. The water temperature is good. I said your design was really awesome. But my Uncle Zhao said that you were too dangerous. 200 or 300 kgs of water dried on the roof of a car more than 3 meters high. And the center of gravity was pulled up for you in an instant. I said it was quite dangerous. Right? It's too dangerous to turn, change lanes, and take the ramp. I said you can't do this. You can't play with water like this. Although it is said that good is like water, it does not say that the water goes up. Right? The water flows to the lower place. So security risks are very important. Just now I asked you about the water and electricity of this car. Let me tell you about the water and electricity. It's right here, so we must make rational choices. Remember, more is less is more. We should look at this problem dialectically. Toad RV, right? I told you that you even remember his last name. I'm telling you, basically. He met me face to face. Or the car friends I often contact, I basically remember. Not much. You see, our family has been selling houses since 2000. There should be no more than 10,000 writers. You say I can't remember these 10,000 car friends. Very good, often meet, often communicate. I know all about it. I basically have the impression that we seldom meet each other, so we should often come and go. The Toad RV looks like this, because this car is not here tonight to tell you about it. A Toad RV. Why are we doing this? Tonight in the studio, let's be honest. Everyone knows that the pickup truck, although its driving feeling, handling performance, comfortable driving feeling, intelligent equipment, they are all done according to the SUV, but in our country's policy, is it a pickup truck? It belongs to the utility truck. It's a van. The van decides what? First, you have to have an annual inspection. The speed limit for high-speed driving should not exceed 100, that is to say, for example, our Beijing-Hong Kong-Macau Expressway. If you want to drive a pickup truck on the Beijing-Hong Kong-Macau Expressway, normally, you can't take up the leftmost lane, because the Beijing-Hong Kong-Macau Expressway has 8 lanes in both directions. Its third lane, first lane and second lane are the 2 fastest lanes. Not far from him, there is a road sign for you to write, and the lane on the far left says 110 to 120. The penultimate lane is written between 100 and 120. That means you can't drive a pickup truck in the leftmost lane. And then scrapped. Then there is limited travel in many cities. First, pickup truck. In fact, what problems are we trying to solve? It not only solves the problem of everyone's RV camping, but also solves the problem of young pickup trucks being scrapped. So we developed a piggyback saloon car, and some of our friends in the live studio may have seen it. We sent you a video the year before last. We made a humpback box on the pickup. Like, you see. This is a fixed C-type pickup saloon car with a large box. Yeah, we're being towed. It's not that big. The front is a pickup truck with a double-row cab. Remember, it's a double-row cab. 2-seat cab rated for 5 passengers. Then we put a box with a hunchback on the manger in the back, which is the back bucket. The 2 parts merge into one, and we have a bulletin called the caravan. We have a bathroom, a kitchen, a seat and a bed in the caravan. Comply with national caravan regulations. But frankly speaking, because the price of our car is very low, the configuration of this car is also very low. On the basis of meeting the relevant standards, It is just right. Then I can tell you about our car. Platinum carries 5 people, has a booth inside, can live, can cook, can simply go to the bathroom, can sleep 2 people. This is no problem. The price of this car is from 17 watts to 22 watts. Why is there such a difference of 5 watts? Because the chassis of our Great Wall Gun pickup truck. There are also commercial versions, passenger versions and off-road versions, and the price of each version is different. So the price is different according to the chassis version. In the case of the same box, the price of the whole car is different, from 17 multi-W to 22 multi-W. So how to choose? If you say, you just want to solve a problem on the road, I simply camp. As long as you drive an SUV, and set up a tent, you can buy more than 17 watts. If I want to play with high configuration and strong chassis performance, you can choose the chassis of the off-road version. That's all. That's what I'm telling you. A case of a Camelback saloon car. And if you want to know more about this car, you can come to our factory at the same time. Like Harbin, like Urumqi, like Kunming, like Lianyang, like Puyang, like Nanyang in Henan. Many cities also have our sample cars. I don't know the friends in the live studio. Where is your city? If you say, of course, there are other cities, you can contact me backstage. Maybe there is a sample of a towed saloon car in your city. You can go to see it nearby. Fine. This is about the property buyers to tell you so much. That's great. A warm welcome. Welcome 24 hours. If you come by car, you can navigate to Baoding Lanzhong RV. If you want to go directly to our factory, you can navigate directly in the navigation software, and Hebei Lanzhong can do it. Do you have any questions? Drink some water. As soon as I told you, my mouth was dry. I'm here, and your lens is still on it. Come on, this car is at a very low price in our market. You look like more than 17 watts cars. Actually, it's a pickup truck. We almost have to sell 14 watts, that is, we don't have a discount for the whole car, and we don't have to add much money. Let me tell you something. This car basically offers a discount of several K. Just a few K discount won't be too much, you think? A caravan. After it is changed into a passive saloon car, this car has no scrap life, and it will be inspected twice in 10 years. Unlimited traffic. Right. There is no traffic restriction in this city, and there is no speed limit on the highway. Such a car. There won't be too much discount, because we haven't added too much to the price of this car, and 2 or 3K is just like this. Yes, there must be. You can search Tianjin Lida directly. Yes, you can slide up. We've done it before. Pay attention to it. Just follow and give a like, okay? Pay attention and don't get lost. I'm Liu Yujiao from Lanzhong RV. You can see that my live broadcast has a feature. Unlike some professional live broadcasts, little sister and little sister, after they finish the class, every time they say 5 sentences, they say a point of concern, a point of praise, a point of attention, a point of praise. I've been up here for 2 hours. I still want to tell you. Friends who have just entered our live broadcast room, or you haven't paid attention to the Lazy RV before, and you don't know Lao Liu. You click on the attention first. Because my friends who are familiar with me all know that there are many old friends in our live studio. They all know that my live broadcast every Friday night is quite valuable. The content is quite high. If you have heard a live broadcast, it will basically shorten the time for you to buy a house by 2 years, no problem. Pay attention, okay? Pay attention and don't get lost. Alright. Who? Soot. The old users in Central Anhui. First of all, the old users in Lanzhou would like to emphasize that we have points for purchase. You can trade in your old car and I'll give you an extra discount. The point exchange is like this. Let me tell you the basic principles. We have a certain policy for viewing RV during a certain period of time. This policy is for all users who want to buy a car. Then, specifically for our old riders who visit the Great Wall, we have a policy of points replacement, which is superimposed. For example, my car is normal. Sell for 100 yuan. Then I will offer a discount of 20. In addition to giving you this 20 yuan discount, you are our old car friend. I may not be able to guarantee that I can give you another discount of 1 yuan. 2 yuan is an extra thing. Just now our car friends talked about some discussions on the layout, right? Let's not talk about whether this layout is mature or not, and whether it is feasible or not. All you have to do is give us ideas. And your idea and idea have been adopted by us, and we also have a discount. Fine. For example, Lao Liu, I want to give you a good idea, how to change this place, or how to optimize this place. If your suggestion is very good, and we have adopted it, it doesn't matter. If you buy a car, I will exchange this car for something of the same value for you. Our minimum is 5. From 500 yuan. Alright. From 500 to 1W, it depends on your contribution. Let's weigh in on this. That's alright. Knowledge is money. Not in Shanghai. Not in Shanghai. Although this city is a large city, isn't it? The economic level is very high, but Shanghai is a place. Have a characteristic, let the child buy a car, is to go around. So we're here. The nearest to Shanghai is our Zhejiang Ningbo. There is a shop in Ningbo, and you can go to see the car. Yanhui, I have lived in the RV for 3 years. 3 years is not enough. You should add a 1 in front of it. Another 10 years. A long march like D. Can I add a desk to the extension version of the mountain and see artillery? I don't understand. Are you talking about the expansion of our mountain and see artillery survey? I don't quite understand where to add a desk. Why is it uneven? This is the layout. How unfair. This is the layout, and then we turn the backrest forward. Turn the backrest forward to form a bed. Is it unfair? I think it's flat, no problem. Follow the car here. This is not the layout. In my impression, our car has not been delivered yet. What kind of injustice are you talking about? What does this mean? I don't quite understand. The bedboard has a drop. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Is this the place? This place does have a crisscross of about 2 centimeters. Staggered words. I'll talk about it. I'll lie down and try. I'll try to lie down first. I feel. This thing has no right to speak without investigation, right? If you vote. If you go this way. If the head goes this way, this place is at the waist. Right. If the head is in, now our design is in your head. Basically, no feeling. Basically, there is no feeling. If you have any special requirements. Do you want to book this car, or have you already booked this car, or what is the situation? I don't feel anything when I lie down, because of this place. It's right under the thigh and at the junction of the calf. This place is suspended. Sleeping on your side doesn't seem to be a big problem. Sister Feng Tianya has no money, and her wife is in place in one step. She bought 24 free guns in Shanghai, including the show. How to change the expansion of a gun. How much do you need to paste? All over the world. When did you buy the 24 models of this car? I suggest you change your car, which is a bit of a disadvantage. I think it's a bit of a disadvantage for you to change the car, you see? That's the way I am. People are asking me to buy a car. The average manufacturer is eager to change, right? Change the car quickly. I'm not like this. When did you buy the 24 models? It's not suitable for you to change cars now. Last October. I don't think you should change it. Why bother? It's too hot. Turn on the air conditioner. You get a cook. There's something wrong with you. I said why it's not hot. It's not cool. Your request. Okay. You. I caught up with the big exam that day. It won't. If your head is at you, it won't. If your head is at you, your buttocks will be separated by two. How long are you? You might do that if you want to rush your head out. No problem with the head in. No problem with the head in. Because you see. Let's take a look. Of course, you say this car, right? You say I sleep with my head over there, and you have the final say. This car is yours if you buy it. But let's take a look at the design of this car. The design of our car. It's in the head. Why? Because you see. The pedals are here. You see that. The second. The 5-hole socket. The 5-hole socket is also here. That is, I charge my mobile phone at night. Or charge the shaver. This area is our head area. Of course, you said I would sleep from here. That's okay, isn't it? You can sleep on your head. Right. If you fall asleep with your head in the water, basically, our ass should be in this position. This is a split level. If you want to sleep with your head here, your ass might be right here. This is probably the case. I just lay down for a while, and didn't feel anything. You can experience it. Come to our factory to experience it. Of course, your details are very good. I have to tell our engineers about this stuff. It may have an impact, even if it doesn't, but in theory, it can also be optimized again. You're right. That's right. Listen to your opinion. Change a thicker latex pad, or change a sponge with greater elasticity and hardness. Speaking of latex pads are like this, that is to say, I'm not a professional, but I understand. Mattress. This mattress, it's not. If it's latex, it's perfectly fine. Whether it's sponge or latex. First, we have to choose an appropriate thickness, and the other we have to choose an appropriate hardness. That is, if you say, don't follow. Conceptually judge which is better. For example, metal is better than wood. Latex is better than sponge. Right? It is better to be cheap if it is expensive. Don't jump to conclusions like that. The first thing about latex is that you need to find a suitable hardness. If it is too soft, it is not good for the physiological curve of our human body. For example, we all have cervical vertebra and lumbar vertebra. Spine, right? 9 bones of the cervical vertebrae, the lumbar vertebrae. 12, right? And 7 vertebrae. This place is a physiological bend. We must fit it well when we sleep. If it doesn't fit well, it won't work. So, latex and sponge. Or a high elastic sponge. This is better. On the other hand, everyone should remember that if. Do you have a latex mattress in your car? Remember the latex pillow. This thing is not recommended in the sun exposure. Latex cannot see the light. It can be ventilated, but it's better not to see the sun, because of this thing in the latex. If it sees the sun for a long time, it will age rapidly, which is not good. It's not good. Popularize a little knowledge for everyone. Add a desk inside, right? Did you buy this car? Or you? Or do you want to buy it and change it like this? Tell me again in the public screen. Do you want to buy it or have already bought it and want to change it? Because these two operations are completely different. Follow your heart and do whatever you want. I have to ask them when the C layout will be offline. Are you talking about the C layout of the new free gun? It's in. It really can. If you leave me a message in the background like this, we can exchange messages with each other. Let's have a chat tomorrow, and I'll see what your more than 100 items are. What is all? Amount insured. So that you can be in. Inside the pickup truck. The biggest and most comfortable part of the forehead bed is the panjang. Others have less pressure, and we have achieved infinite. And this is from the mold, and my mold can't be adjusted. Let's try, shall we? I can't guarantee you the size of the free gun bed. Of course, we are all different in stature. Some of us are tall. Some are short, some are long at the top, and some are long at the bottom. I can't guarantee that everyone will be very comfortable to sit here, but it's already quite good. Our mountain and sea artillery car. A bed of mountain and sea cannons. For the general height, I said the general height, for example, you are 1 meter, 751 meters, 81 meters, and 85 meters are basically in it. Can sit up straight. Yes, it's okay. I'll do it for you later. A lot of people just asked me what it was. The news of the Great Wall class is ready to buy one. Live in the construction site. If you want to live in the construction site, you can choose this sensor board. Good value for money, you do business. How to sleep in the pickup house. I saw that you had never used the saloon car, and I saw the Jilin tiger with a big forehead. This is your bedroom. This is the bedroom. Because the factory has cooled down for a few months, I am now in Xizang. First, Hebei. It's a day in Baoding. If you want to cool down completely, after September the 20th, it won't cool down until the July, August to September. It's all very hot. Of course, now this earth. Not normal. It's cool when it's hot, and it's hot when it's cool. The earth is very abnormal now. I don't know. It may snow when it should rain. It may not snow when it should. It's hard to say. According to past experience, we are in Baoding. That is, it may gradually enter the cool zone in late September. The trade of the Great Wall office is stationed at the construction site, and there is a desk on which it is enlarged. The Shanghai Gun Toilet exhibition itself, is a pair of booths. I'll give you the card holder and find a way to make it have the function of a desk, so that it can be used comfortably. Is that what it means? Yes, I can also experiment. Damn it. African natives are in again, Texas natives. Yeah, our native Texan brother is pretty lame. I bought a car and drove it back. I got the license plate and started to go out. Now I'm in Xinjiang again. I think Xinjiang is very hot now. I think now brother. I have it in stock. A car. Length of 6 meters, 4. Not that bad. If you want, I can think about it for you. He also said to listen to what? Are you in Beijing or Nanjing now? Where is Beijing? Kashi. Korla. Let's go to Duku. Kanas Lake. Altai. Urumqi, Turpan, Hami. I'm in the group of General Manager Lan. Alatai is indeed in Altai. 2 adults and 1 child are okay. Rizhao, Xinshan, and Shanghai cannons are indeed different from free cannons, and Shanghai cannons are indeed different from free cannons. It has a lot of space on the forehead of Shanghai artillery. Our free cannon quota is small, and that's it. This is the limit of the free gun, and it has achieved the maximum in the pickup control. It has been done as much as possible. After you do it, you may lower your head a little, right? Shanghai artillery can sit up straight. The height of the forehead bed of Shanghai artillery is about 90 centimeters high. The words of the free gun are probably 82 and 13 centimeters. I didn't talk about it in detail. It's about this size. The scenery in Xinjiang is good now. To tell you the truth, I have never been to Xinjiang. I haven't been there yet. Try to go there this year. Yes, now our friends in the live broadcast room on the first floor have said that many of our users are already anxious to urge me to deliver the car. I'm coming one after another. I'm standing up. I have it now. Ting Ting now has 17 orders. It is being delivered one after another. Follow your heart and go at will. How long will it take to book tickets for 25C layouts? The C layout of the 25 models is really not done now. There are too many models in our family. If I do this, I am really too late. I now have 25 brand new models with 3 layouts. There are 3 layouts. A layout, and B layout, right? C layout is not done now. You can consider the 2 for C layout. I will tell you that the annual meeting is Liu Jiaolong and General Manager Liu. This name, Liu Jiaolong, is not my name. Liu Jiaolong is not my name. My name is Liu Yujiao. Liu Yujiao is the same as Jiaolong. Tell us a joke. Because of my name. It sounds very much like little girl. But my name is not written like Wang Dianyu, a little girl, next to the word Jiaolong in Jiaolong. Jiao is a legendary dragon that can cause floods. When I was in college in the 1990s, I don't know that the university wrote my name wrong again, and wrote the word Jiao beside the word female for me, and then report to the university that night. It's late. There's only the green train. I got off the train at 6 o'clock, and then I got the quilt, mattress and plate and began to say which dormitory you were going to. I think it's 506 on the 5th floor. I remember it very well. I will go to the dormitory in the evening. As a result, I found that it was getting more and more wrong. There were more girls than boys in the whole corridor. I say it's impossible. I say it is. Senior sister, senior brother, senior sister, send. Why do so many senior students send to the boys' dormitory? Later, after walking to the 50th floor, I pushed open the door and it was full of sisters. I said, is this 500? Yes. Did I say yes, sir? Yes. I said the boys' dormitory and the girls' dormitory, and he said your dormitory. I said I live here. It's impossible to joke. Later, I remembered that my name was written wrong for me, and it was written as Jiao beside the female character, so I came down quickly. Even if my name is not Liu Jiao, my name is Liu Yujiao. It's convenient for me at any time. I basically stay in Baoding, except for business trips. What's this name? What's this ant? Can a Mucha backpack be added to the Mucha backpack behind the Shanghai artillery? I know what you mean. Do you mean to say that you want to? The melon fragrance behind the mountain and sea cannon. Add some more storage space, right? Right. If that's the case, I'll give you a plan that you can. Yes, you can. Add another Mucha backpack in the back, but it's not very convenient to use. It will be inconvenient for you to get the items in the upper storage box of the upper rack. You can give up the Mucha backpack of the current Shanghai gun, leaving only the middle spare tire bag. Then you can make 2 aluminum alloy storage boxes on both sides and put them vertically. There are still a lot of things. Our car friends have ready-made plans. This plan is better than one you asked me just now. How long will it take to order a car with this layout? I have an existing car now. Only one. Let's see what else is wrong. Wait, there will be. No, brother. California natives. When did you go back? When and how long will you stay in Xinjiang? You're playing too crazy, and you're also. You. You don't want to go back home. You're not going back to your hometown. Long live your wife. Mr. Pan is okay. I think Mr. Kang may be a little cold now. Alright, then come back at the end of October. Okay, you come back at the end of October. You. At the end of September, beginning of October, isn't there a hero meeting of Alashan, National Day? The heroes of Alashan may go there. When the time comes, you go to the east and I go to the west. We will play in Alashan for 2 days. Then let's have an Ujina. Then stay there for a few days, not until the middle and early October, and then you can walk back slowly, and you will come back at the end of October. We can go for a walk then. Come on, man. Next this time again. Before I knew it, it was 9:10. Next, I will work hard. I will work hard to tell you about this Thanksgiving version. The Thanksgiving version is what I will talk about every time I broadcast live. Why? Because I have a special understanding of our country's national conditions. It's too hard to make money these days. When it is difficult to make money, we should be cautious. You can't make a move easily. A light move must be steady, accurate, and ruthless. Why do you tell everyone about the Thanksgiving edition? Because of this car. It is in the RV matrix of our company's pickup truck. This car doesn't show off. There is no way. Let's use a set of small storytelling. Say something about martial arts. The Thanksgiving edition is equivalent to the book of Pai Mei Dasya. Shuliang. Awesome. Right? Shuliang. Gold wire big ring knife. And then play a good hidden weapon. He is very good at martial arts, and his wisdom is also very high. It's like a Thanksgiving version of our family. But Xu Yang can't even get into the top 10 in the whole book of Pai Mei Dasya. Right? Right? How to connect with 9, right? Is it Purdue, the chief of Gate 81? Long-haired Taoist Shotu Lian. Golden Lantern swordsman Xia Sa Liang, right? Dragon, man, phoenix, and so on. This car is in our company. There is a Shanghai cannon on the top, a cannon on the bottom, a sound roof on the left, and a soft rising roof on the right. It's not his turn. Anyone who takes him out of this set of books, and puts him into another set of books, is a martial arts master. It is out of the ordinary. That's absolutely true. So remember this car, listen up, pay attention to it, give it a like, and let me tell you about this car. If you haven't played the RV, you want to drive the RV? You don't know if you'll like it after you buy the RV. Maybe you won't like it and you're going to sell it right away. In this case, you listen to my choice, our family's free gun saloon car. Why? There are 3 reasons. First, this car is very cost-effective. Market price, 29.98 to 31.28. The price of the car itself is very low. This is its price. If you want to buy, this car can be further discount. You can get this car within 30 watts. This is the first one. The second one is this car. If one thinks, if the price is cheap, there must be no good car. There is nothing wrong with this logic. Yeah, but not all. This car, first of all, I will tell you that it is a special chassis for saloon cars. 2 tons plus 8 at. Special chassis for widened rear axle. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. This is its second advantage. It can play anywhere. The third one. This car. The standard is 7 kilowatt hours. The function of 180 liters of water is not bad. Let's take a look. What can be replaced? It's okay to trade the RV for a room. What kind of car did you use? Let's take a look. This car is 29.98 watts. We can still talk about the price, no problem. Chase RV, right? Alright, we can consider it. I'm here. Today, when I used Daton this year, it was just when it started broadcasting. General manager Yu told me that he booked the place. He is the green onion. He sold the green onion and put it in my field. Let's talk about this car. Let's be honest about this car. Let's be honest. Let's make a hypothesis. If I hadn't ordered 29.98 for this car, I would have ordered 35.8, and I would still sell it. But I didn't decide. Why? Because we make this car, our process is relatively simple. The stability is no problem, so we beat the price down. I still remember the flower fairy said just now. General Manager Leo, you should agree on the price, so that we will not be tired. The price of my car was the same as the land price. At that time, I set the price of this car very low. At that time, our regional managers told me, Mr. Leo, our first car, less than 300,000. No counter offer. We must have sold a lot of things. As a result, I ordered a 21.98, and the user still bargained with me. How much is General Manager Leo's car? I said, how about 29.98? Can it be 50,000 cheaper? So I can set this car at 3,535.8. Yeah, but I didn't do that. I just followed it past 29. Look at this car. A small table. Is there a problem? Right. The material of this fireproof board is quite expensive. Mount the cup holder. Expand again. Look at my cloth. Zoom in a little closer. I used fabric. I didn't use leather. Cloth. Very good cloth. There is no smell at all, and the cloth is warm in winter and cool in summer. Warm in winter and cool in summer, especially breathable. Actually, it's better than leather. It's just not resistant to dirt. If you don't have children or pets at home, you should remember that you must protect your health. It must be better than leather, and it is especially environmentally friendly. Look, speakers are also available. The plate hardware inside mine is similar to ours. There is no difference between Shanghai artillery and our free artillery. They are both environmentally friendly. All environmentally friendly. The storage space is not bad anywhere. Refrigerator, this is a 100 100, 100, 100, 110, or so. The double-door refrigerator is a little small, but it is not smaller than refrigerator in most houses. If you think it is still small, let's increase it. Let's enlarge the storage space and replace it with a refrigerator. If you are on a short trip, you don't need such a big refrigerator. You see, there is such a large storage space. Right. For the RV. Split air conditioning. DC frequency conversion is quite power-saving. We also have a lamp-black machine, a wash basin, an induction cooker, and a big drawer for storage. What do you think is the difference? Come on, hang the camera. We can look forward. Let me tell you, you don't know what it's called in the general RV. There may be nothing to play in the house of other brands. This is called driving air conditioning. It's always troublesome to make this thing. Make pipes, evaporators, designs, and storage spaces. Even in the course of driving, we can also get a cool breeze. In order to sit in the car, I do not lack air conditioning. Right. The front and back are closed, the door is very flat, the lithium battery is also the original A-class battery core, no problem. What's wrong with it? Let's see. Our general free Canon of 380,000 is a control screen. I made a simple touch screen, just short of it. You said it didn't affect your use. Right. So you can take a look in the bathroom. What do you think is wrong with the bathroom? Other people don't throw you a portable toilet for 300 yuan in the toilet basin of their car. I have a stationary Sedford. A stationary toilet, watering basin, beauty mirror, and ventilator are all available, and it is not bed anywhere. You see, this bed is very flat, just a rectangular bed. Very straight and no problem sleeping two adults. No. What I said is also wrong. There is no scrap life for Blue brand C saloon cars within 6 meters. This car is 29.98 watts. At 48 volts, it's 31.9 watts. So this car, especially suitable for that kind of person, is the first. I'm not sure. Do I like the RV or not? Maybe if I buy it, I will like the Sojourn life. Maybe if I buy it, I will not like it after 2 years or a few months. If you buy a saloon car with 40, 50 or 50W, if you don't like it, if you sell it, the depreciation rate is too high and you lose too much. This car has more than 20 watts. If you like this car, it is no problem to accompany you for 5 or 10 years. Special chassis 4-wheel drive automatic transmission, the Great Wall pickup is quite able to play inside, you look at it. I will be responsible if you can't get out of the earth. It's okay. Right. If you don't like it, think about it if you sell it. The saloon car of the Great Wall gun has the highest preservation rate among the second-hand saloon cars, and you can't lose much money. So it is quite suitable for you to buy this car. It's quite appropriate. Take a look. I tell you that this car has a lot of storage space. Look. I don't have a ruler with me. I'll probably give you a sign of the back card holder. The width of the rear-facing card holder is about 80 centimeters. This is a bunk bed. That is to say, this car is suitable for a family of 4. Parents with 2 children. 2 people sleep in the front, 2 people sleep in the upper and lower bunks, and no one in the back interferes with each other, especially in place. If there are not more than 2 people, you see this is, yes, 2 or 3 people are too comfortable, and the whole length of the back seat is about 2 meters. Empty. Lots of storage space, too, you see? Over here is a big storage drawer, this place. You can use this place as a changeable space. First, you can use this mode as a storage space. The second one can install a microwave oven, and the third one can enlarge our refrigerator. There are many forms to choose from. Look at the back. This place. You can let us, like children, go out, right? His bag, his quilt, his mattress, his toys. You can't put it down here. There is also a storage room below. You see that? You can put it down here, or you can put it down here. Look at this place. It's all empty. You can put it all. So this car is a 3-bed second bedroom, suitable for a family of 4 to travel. Perfect for this car. Don't talk about it in the live broadcast room below. If you don't talk about it in the live broadcast room, I will tell you that if you haven't played in the RV, you want to play again. You don't want to take too many risks. It's no problem for you to choose this car, and this car is very suitable for driving. 4-wheel drive time sharing, 4-wheel drive. It's especially suitable. The toilet is redundant. You can remove it. The toilet looks like this. Popularize it again for everyone here. 2. Knowledge. Combining with our car, we will popularize 2 pieces of knowledge. Toilet is like this in our country. In terms of national standards. If you build this car, to qualify as a caravan is to call it a caravan, which is the legal term of the country. The standard regulations belong to our common people, and we talk about the RV ourselves. Actually, its scientific name is caravan. What kind of car is a caravan? Remember that it has to have a toilet. A car without a toilet, it can't be called a caravan. I can't get on the announcement. Just now I said that the toilet in our car was superfluous, but there was no way. We build cars, you see all the real estate to build RVs, no toilets. It's not a caravan without a toilet. It can't be helped. So we have to have. You don't have to use it, but we must have it. This is the first point. The second point. We said here that if you really don't need it, you can find a way to remove it by yourself. It has nothing to do with our manufacturer. It has nothing to do with our manufacturer. This is the second point. The third point is that you must pay attention to it. Now there are many campers on the market. Remember it. Some manufacturers have told you that my 4-wheeler is the same as the saloon car, but it is different from the speed car. Right of way for the camper. Legal rights. The scrap life and so on are totally different from the saloon car. The camping car belongs to the small special car. It has a different right of way or something, a caravan. Equal to our family car. Its right of way, laws and regulations enjoy the same, we must not be. Confusion. This is the first point I have to tell you. I told you the second point, and I said look. Our car. It's made of this kind of cloth. This sofa tabletop. I believe that our friends in the live studio must have smart people. There must be someone who understands. In fact, it's really very good. Passenger cars, SUVs, pickups. There are only 2 kinds of fabrics for really good seats. There are only 2 really good seat fabrics. Which 2? One is the leather with particularly good craftsmanship. One is a particularly good fabric. I can't use such good leather in our car. The leather is too expensive. Such a piece may be necessary. We won't talk about less than 1 or 2,000, or more than 10 or 20,000. I use cloth art. The fabric is breathable, warm in winter and cool in summer, and my fabric doesn't taste particularly good. At this point, I will give you a little knowledge. I will tell you what I know, and I will not talk nonsense about what I don't know. I will tell you as much as I know. Remember, old friends, look. Whether you buy a family car or a saloon car, many people say that we have leather seats. Remember that? Leather seats, this leather, it is not necessarily cowhide, pigskin, sheepskin, chicken skin. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Leather seats have become a concept in many manufacturers, especially in passenger car companies. Not the real skin. It is a kind of advanced leather. Texture. The fake hair and sweat pores feel like real leather, don't they? But there are many standards in our country. Can artificial leather be called genuine leather? Okay. If there is no mistake, I am not fully responsible. If there is no mistake, there is such a regulation in our national standard. That is to say, if the number of leather fibers in your leather can reach more than 50%, it can be called leather. Do you understand? So some people in the car you bought said that you can rest assured that our leather is the real cowhide. There are two meanings here. The first one, it could be round, a real piece of cowhide. No processing. I made a craft for you. It may be really awesome. Another is cowhide fiber. Yeah, it's broken. In artificial leather, as long as its fiber content reaches more than 50%, it can also be called genuine leather, which is the national standard. Even if it is a piece of real cowhide, it is divided into crafts. Someone said something about Napa leather, and Napa remembered that it was a craft. Napa is not necessarily leather. It could be leather. Really good pure cowhide, that is called green leather, the bottom is called green leather. The workmanship is very good. Why is the material of green peels good? Because it has to be inside. It should not contain or contain as little as possible in the process of processing heavy factors that are harmful to human body, such as chromium. The standard in our country is very low, while the standard in Europe is very high, that is, the fuel technology in the process of making your leather containing how many heavy metals harmful to human body cannot be exceeded. You know what? Why is the LV bag expensive? It's not that they install forks, and it's not that they are really good at craftsmanship. Too much. Off topic. Not much. About the leather. All in all, I want to tell you that there are not many things with good quality and low price. The Thanksgiving version counts as one. The chassis of this car is very solid and the handling is very good. There are also many functional configurations. The price is beautiful. Perfect for us. A family of many people. Buying a saloon car for the first time and wanting to experience this kind of sojourn life, this car is especially suitable for you. It's okay to listen to me. If you are interested in this car, if you want to take your children in the summer vacation, take a different summer vacation journey, you ask me to order this car. Our home address is the ancient city of Baoding. So close, so beautiful weekend to Hebei. Our Baoding is 130 kilometers south of Beijing. If you say, friends from North China, you can come here, of course. Friends from all over the country, you can choose our nearest dealer to see the car. From Changchun, Harbin, Tianjin, Beijing, Baoding, Shijiazhuang, Qingdao, Ningbo, Nanjing and Kunming. Right? Guangzhou, Shenzhen, Xi'an, Chengdu, you can choose to see the car nearby. We have sample cars all around us. Our family's product matrix is also very rich. Free Canon of 24 models, free Canon of 25 models, Layout A, Layout B, Layout C, Layout D, Layout Thanksgiving version long range, top hard support top diesel vehicle, gasoline vehicle single row double row hard support top, Shanghai Artillery Special Expansion Non-Expansion Advanced Edition. Yes, there are all warriors. You can choose any of the 10 models. It's all right. If the friends in the live broadcast room are not short of money, our family also has a high-end series of cars, Mengshu, 118 watts, and the Ford 350 imported from the United States has 198 watts. These cars need your economic strength, but also need your vision. We have this kind of high-end car. We also have, of course, each has his own love. In the eyes of our different writers, more than 20 watts and more than 100 watts may be good. What suits you is the best. This principle will never change. Populus Euphratica is also a very good friend, and I think many of you are. It's a familiar face. Including the fifth. Compared to T5. Which T5 are you comparing with to make it clear? Take a sip of water. BYD T5, right? I'm on the air. Leave a message to my WeChat if you have something. Wait a moment, I will return something. All right. This thing is like this, live friends, thank you for your trust in us, thank you for your trust in Laolio. But look, including all the people in our company, including the business personnel below us, I have told them, whether it's selling cars on a daily basis, whether it's live broadcast, whether it's at an exhibition, we have a principle. We only say that we are good, not that others are bad. So your question makes me very embarrassed. I said he was not good. Right. It's not appropriate. Besides, I have seen the T5 car. I have seen it on 2 occasions. The first occasion is at the exhibition. Because they are all colleagues, I have also seen this car. This car is very cheap. It's not expensive. I think some manufacturers have changed it, but to be honest, the car is very rough. Very bad. This is another one I've seen at the end of the year before last. When our Shanghai newspaper first came into the market, I watched our mountain and sea guns go to the snow test yard of our Great Wall automobile in Heihe to test. BYD's T5 has 5 cars that are also being tested over there, and I see that he may be doing a low temperature test. He may have just been on the market at that time. I saw the car and talked to their test drivers. To put it simply, the first one. This car, as far as I know, I got the data. After this car was converted into a saloon car, very few cars were sold in the market, and it should be in single digits. Which is to say, I don't know what the reason is, but the sales of this car is not big. I should say very few. This is the first one. The second one is that it has oil cars in the early stage and later stage. This hybrid or pure electricity, you have to consider the car's electricity protection, high temperature and low temperature electricity protection. Some people may care about his car. Everyone knows that lithium batteries have problems at low temperatures. In fact, high temperatures also have problems. High and low temperatures. It is a huge challenge for lithium batteries. Let me give you another example here. I don't want to name names, but I know one in Beijing. Car friends. It's not our car. It's a car of another brand. Yeah, it's one. Extended range. Hybrid, right? He wants to change our Shanghai Canon. So we've been in touch. I said, why did you buy this car in the first place? He said, I think it looks silky. First, fuel efficient. I said the current situation is that you drive this car. What's the situation? He said the first car was not fuel efficient at all. Not fuel efficient at all. This is the first one. For the second one, there is a speed limit. When the vehicle speed reaches a certain speed, the hybrid car is like this. He told me that when the speed was over 100, it was the lady in Beijing. And when the speed reaches 100, not only can lithium battery not keep the electricity, but also its range extender can't afford this speed. You also need to steal electricity from the lithium battery and charge the range extender into the motor. That is to say, for example, it has a lithium battery, 20 degrees of electricity. If you drive for 2 to 3 hours on the highway at an average speed of 110 miles per hour, maybe its lithium battery will run out in 3 hours. Not enough. This is the second situation I know. The third condition is low temperature. Remember, look at our gasoline cars, whether they are diesel cars or gasoline cars. You say winter. I went to Heihe to Moha, minus 30 degrees and minus 40 degrees. It's just that you can't use water, right? But I can basically stay in the car. I can light a fire, right? I can keep warm, which is no problem, but the lithium battery is a new energy vehicle. No way. New energy vehicles are not good. Why? No one should brag about me, saying that I am a lithium battery or a blade battery in any era. Don't brag about this. The laws of nature are there, as long as your temperature is below minus 10 degrees and minus 20 degrees. In the case of low temperature, the service life of the lithium battery has a great relationship with its use effect. That is to say, in terms of the chassis of all kinds of new energy in our country, if you buy a new energy saloon car, your use scenario, your use temperature environment must not be as convenient as the oil car. That's 100% sure. Then I will not talk about its technical route, and I will not talk about its stability. Not to mention the number of kilowatt hours of electricity. Its use environment will certainly not be said, just like our oil car, right? Where do I want to go? I go to Heihe in winter, and I go to Xinjiang in summer. Trams must be affected by high and low temperatures. Whether it's a plug-in hybrid or an extended range. When your speed reaches a certain level, you can't expect to say that you see my car charging while driving. That's idealistic. Can't reach. That's all I can say, so choose carefully. Of course, we will always have this, there will always be users who like to eat crabs, I support it, right? There are always people who like to taste new things. There is nothing wrong with it, but we must be rational here. Here are 2 suggestions for you. What is the first suggestion? Especially when you buy bulk commodities. What are bulk commodities? More than 10 watts. You said you spent 8,000 yuan to buy a mobile phone. I think it's okay. Commodities with more than 10 watts. I suggest you 2 principles. The first one. Be sure to be there. Go to the scene to see the test drive of the car, and communicate with the user and the manufacturer in depth. New energy saloon car. You remember, your municipal bracket is not the same as the test drive of the gas truck. If you want to buy a saloon car with an oil truck, you can have a brief look. Take a look inside the factory area to see its speed up, and then take a trip to the city highway. Just take a look at the car's sense of control, speed up and abnormal noise when it is running at high speed. But it is useless for you to drive and test the new energy saloon car. Why? Because of this saloon car with lithium batteries, it only works in certain road conditions. Only then can you know whether it can play or not. You said that you would drive 10 kilometers and 8 kilometers in the city, and then the shopping guide would tell you what you think. My car has a good speed up and a good silence. How many kilowatt hours of electricity does my car have? You can charge it. Useless. In these cases, you must feel the first ultra-low temperature, and the second high-speed climbing. The third one is running at high speed. Will it stall? In these cases, you say you can't drive 3 or 5 kilometers in the city. I must tell you this. I must tell you. That's why. From last year, or even the year before last, people asked me if there was a saloon car on the poster of General Manager Liu. Many people are asking me, and I can only say that I am studying and planning. Because sometimes there are things that you really need to avoid. This needs to be avoided. Which one? Probably Qi, right? Do you know where 290 is? Just went to the forehead bed. You say, is the length of the box. Inside the box. 1.7 meters. Then 2.7 meters is about the same, and what you said is about the same. That's about the same number. About 290 meters, about 3 meters, about 3 meters inside a box. In all of our liberal beds, the approximate size of all liberal beds is 1.9 meters by 1.6 meters. It's probably all like this. The bed of Shanghai Canon Ash Dashansi Canon is about 2 meters, 15 x 1 meter, 1 meter 55. Such a size. Inside the pickup saloon car, the biggest forehead bed is the Gun series. In the Gun series, the most comfortable size of the forehead bed is the Shanghai Cat. It's a Shanghai Cat. Let's talk about it in a unified way. The saloon car of the Gun series of the audience. We started from 29.9 watts up to 50. From 7.8 watts. It is such an interval. Of course, we also have a high-end series in the last step. This car is 71 watts. Let's not talk about the high-end customized version. Specifically, our free Gun saloon car has 29 watts, 38 watts S, 55 watts S, 57 watts S. The hardtop is 43 watts. Single row soft body is 46 watts and 42 watts. The prices are all different. I'm talking about the market guidance price. It's so hard. What's the matter? I don't need this at all. Let me answer you 2 points. The first one I sold you is a complete integration. It's called a caravan together, the first one. Second, if you take it down and go on the road. It depends on your luck and the mood of the police uncle. Fine. That's all I can say to you. Well, we have more to come. In 20 minutes, we will talk about our third car tonight, which is our single row soft top. First of all, I will quote you the price of this car. The price of this car is 42.8 watts. At the same time, I will tell you about the points that our old customers have replaced. I still say that. I won't tell you the bottom price, and you won't believe it. But let me tell you about this car during this period of time, during our exhibition in Hangzhou, this car. Within 40, over 30. If you like to talk in detail, this is the first point I want to tell you. The second point. This car, old friends. Which groups are suitable to use and buy? The height of this car is about 2.2 meters, so its center of gravity is very low. So, such a crowd is the first to buy this kind of car. You can use it in many scenarios, such as commuting in the city, picking up children and buying food to go to work. Business travel office, for example, I am on a business trip, to talk about a business, to talk about a business, to drive a car. Take things as they come. Stop wherever you want. Right? On the way, you can stop at the high-speed service area to have a rest, cook and sleep. The third one is outdoor crossing. Camping, short weekend holiday camping, you can drive this car. Fourth, you can also use it as a serious station wagon because of its standard specifications and configuration facilities. All up to the standard of the caravan, no problem. That is to say, this car is a multi-scene and multi-purpose car. So who is not suitable to buy this kind of car? For example, you are close to retirement and have a lot of time to go out to play. I just want to drive this serious saloon car. Go out to live slowly, and don't go home for years. This car is not suitable for you. Why? Because it is a lifting saloon car. Its storage space and living space are relatively small. It takes into account that traversing sex, off-road performance, multiple scenes, low center of gravity. It has taken into account many demands, so it has made some sacrifices in terms of space. So if you want to go out for a long time, these friends may not be suitable for you. Of course, there are exceptions. For example, you are alone. I just go out to play alone, and there is nothing wrong with this car when I stay outside for a long time. Okay, that's the second question. The third question is about this car. I want to tell you that the performance of this car is quite strong. At the end of last year, at the end of November and the beginning of December, we saw that this car and our Yingshanting made a desert triple wear. This car is our security car. It has never shown its face. What we show is a hard top galloping in the desert. Tenger Desert, Ulanbu Desert and Kubuchi Desert. Our impression is that how did you go through it? In fact, how did this car go through it? It's just that it's not on camera. So this car is particularly able to play. Next, I will give you a brief introduction to the chassis configuration and performance of this car. First of all, it is an off-road version of the chassis. What is the off-road version of the front face? Its front face is the front face of the cross-country gun of the Great Wall gun and ours. The front face of the gun is different. This is a commercial gun, which is regular, steady, and generous, right? Cross-country gun. There is a feeling of beating. There is a kind of conquering everything. What is this feeling? There is no one to serve Kinjiunzi, and this is the feeling since I stepped on the snow to reach the peak. This is the first one. You can take a look at the second one. Our car has a 95 million winch, which is different from our other guns. It is equivalent to about 4.2 tons. For example, the self-rescue ability and towing ability of this car are very strong. In addition, the front is the iron bar, the metal bar. Our general free pump is plastic steel, it is metal steel, so it is not afraid of bumping and scratching in the case of cross-country. Another one is the double oxygen sprayed on the whole vehicle. The biggest advantage of double oxygen is that the first one looks good and cool, and the second one, not afraid of bumping, not afraid of slipping. There is nothing wrong with it when the gravel tree branches slide down in general. There is also a small detail that you can't see. Under our car, the engine and gearbox below us have metal guards in these two positions. Because this car is very capable of off-road. If you walk away from those cannonball pits without the possibility of supporting the bottom of the road, remember that the engine and gearbox are protected. Ordinary stones, or bicycles are no problem. That's all right. So that's where it's different. On the other hand, you can look at a side of my car. My whole step is a metal step bar. There is no problem for 2 or 3 people to stand on the detector at the same time, and it is no problem for them to bear hundreds of kilograms. Because why is the iron bar an off-road road? You don't want to touch this, but if the car touches the stone, it's no problem. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. This is a point. This car at another point. In this case, we can install AD list and nitrogen. We are armed to the teeth with the style of off-road performance. Not only does it look stylish, but it also has a special feeling. Its center of gravity is very low, and it drops a little more than 2.2 meters, right? What's the power?